Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis. Above me is John. We've got a transfer roundup coming for you today. There's been a lot of transfer speculation over the last couple of days, as to be expected, given it's the international break and the journalists have nothing else to talk about. So yeah, we'll get into that, guys. Before we do, let's set a like target. Let's go for 1,000 likes, guys. We've been getting really close recently, so smash a thumbs up on the video if you do enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. You want to get your name on the bottom of the screen. Help support the channel. Become an extra club member. Link in the description. No sponsor today, guys, so I want to just let you know that we have the 1894 drip mug in stock now at cxclothing.co.uk. Very, very reasonable price. You can get one. Put your sneak into it, mate. Go sneak code City Extra for if you want to support the boys. No sponsors in it, so we've got to promote our own stuff.
Yes.
Right, let's get into it. Outgoings, as always. I'm going to start off with Sergio Aguero, bro. Obviously, there's been a lot of rumours about this guy over the last couple of weeks. Now, obviously, with him being on the bench, apparently some of these teammates at City do believe that this is going to be his last season. Now, this is according to this Mike McGrath guy, yeah, who's, I think, I don't know who's he work for, bro? Is it Telegraph? BBC or something? I don't know. Telegraph there. But yeah, apparently, he's come out and said that he believes that the players are saying or suggesting that they reckon it could be Sergio Aguero's final season now. Inter Milan apparently are now one of the clubs who are interested in, and that's coming from Martin Samuel. Not Martin Samuel, what's he called? Martin Blackburn. Martin Samuel's the other guy. Man, there's a lot of Martins.
Martin Samuel, he's the funny guy.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, there's basically a lot of clubs interested in Sergio Aguero. Barcelona have been rumoured, PSG been rumoured, and now Inter Milan as well have been rumoured. They do have, though, Lukaku and Martinez, though, so...
Although, if Lukaku left, they'd have two Argentinians up top, wouldn't they, with Martinez and Aguero. But I think Aguero, if he was to leave somewhere, I think he'd probably end up at Barcelona.
Do you reckon he's going to leave, bro? Just quick fire answer?
Do I think he's going to leave? Yeah, I think it's really disappointing, and I think he's
going to leave. Guys, let us know in the comment section below. Do you think Sergio Aguero is going to leave this summer? Let us know in the comment section below. Who we got next, Bray?
Next up is Riyad Mahrez. He's been on fire recently, so obviously it's hotting up the transfer talk with him. European clubs have been alerted to Riyad Mahrez not agreeing to a new contract yet, but this resounds with everyone. There's no contracts being dishing out yet. Do you know what I mean? Kev's still there, Raheem Sterling's still there. We've got obviously Aguero and Fernandinho. I think the club are generally just waiting until the season's kind of nearly done to get these contracts then sorted. We've got a lot of footballers we're playing. Apparently 30-year-olds approaching a time when players will be open to talks, but there's no agreement, because obviously we're getting to this stage of the season where usually that's when we'd start dishing out the contracts and that. But because of the situation, all 4 competitions and that, we might just delay it a little bit.
Maybe. I mean, I get it, because obviously we're in all 4 competitions. We don't really want to be getting into contract negotiations, because if it does go a little bit sour, there might be a little bit of ill feeling from the player there, and you don't want to really create that when you're on this mad run. But at the same time, you've also got to recognise there's international competitions in the summer, so it's not exactly going to be the easiest thing to do a deal then. Now, you could the counter argument to that is the player will just say, that's what I want, and give it to his agent, and let the agent take care of it. We don't really know how it works, but yeah, you know, I see both points on that. We'll have to see what happens with Mahrez. He's obviously in great form at the moment, so it will be interesting to see what happens there. Ivan Ilic, now we have actually spoke about this guy quite a few times. Plays for Hellas Verona. Oh no, he doesn't. Yeah, he does.
He does. He's on loan there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I thought we loaned him out, yeah. But apparently, they're willing to spend 10 million quid on this guy, right? But I don't know if this is going to happen, bro. Because 10 million quid, that is a lot of money. Especially
big cash.
It's big cash for Hellas Verona, mate. Now, I don't know exactly how rich this team are, but £10 million seems a hell of a lot of money, for a club like that and for a player like Ilic. Now, granted, I don't know whether or not, I don't know whether he's going to tear it up there, innit? But the fact remains, £10 million for Ilic for a club like Verona, man, it seems a lot. Now, apparently, if the deal does happen, City will have like sort of buyback inserted or some sort of sell-on clause, because apparently City do rate him highly. Like we spoke about him a lot on the channel when we do our transfer roundup, because he's highly rated. But I personally have never seen him play. But for 10 million quid, bro, Hellas Verona are willing to spend £10 million. That tells me a lot about the player, and that tells me that he's probably decent if they're willing to spend 10 mil on him.
If they're willing to spend that kind of money, then he must be all right. Apparently, as well with this, it's gonna go down to Pep, bro. The decision is gonna be left with Pep Guardiola whether he wants to bring him into the squad. So I guess we'll have to wait and see with that one. But I think obviously if Pep says, let him go and we'll have a buyback, then that's who we'll end up at. But
where's Hellas Verona, bro? Is it Italy?
I have no idea, bro. I'm
pretty sure it's Italy, right? Because I'm interested, because we actually have spoken about this guy so much. Yeah, he's in Italy, right? If there's anyone here who watches him or is Italian or is a Hellas Verona fan, or you just generally watch Serie A, let us know, innit? Is this guy actually a baller or what? Because we do speak about him a lot, and 10 million to me just seems a lot of money for Verona to be spending. Who's next, Bray?
Next up then is the last on the outgoings is Howard Bellis. Leeds, Brighton and Brentford, as well as top Bundesliga clubs, have been monitoring the progress of Howard Bellis ahead of a possible loan move next season, which he's been loaned out this season, now to Blackburn. Not sure how he's doing there.
He's doing good, bro.
Is he?
Yep.
Good. Buzzing. Well, that's obviously why ears are pricking up of other clubs, and they're going, next year we could possibly get up. I know that Brentford are looking at a promotion, aren't they? So they could be looking at when they get promoted, if they get promoted, to getting Howard Bellis in there. But it doesn't surprise me that other clubs are interested in it, and it's whether City are going to say, is it now time for him to bring him back after 1 year on loan, or are they going to keep blowing him out?
Well, this is the thing, I really, really like Howard Bellis, me. Yeah, I really do.
We think he's quality.
Yeah, he's doing well at Blackburn. The problem is, if he comes back to City, he's not going to play, is he? Because we've got 4 centre-backs, unless one of them leaves in the summer. So, I don't know, me. I'm half of me is like, you know what? Sell him. Get a decent buyback option in there, you know what I mean? Because the thing is with loans as well, if he starts making 1 or 2 mistakes, which could happen, he's only young, they might drop him and then it sort of halts his development. Whereas if he's actually their player, they'd be more likely to stick with him. Yeah. So, me personally, while it hurts me to say this, because I really like him, I think he's got a big future at City, I think the best way of going about it at the moment, especially if we keep all 4 centre-backs this summer, is I'd sell him and put a decent buyback option in there, personally.
That's in the comments.
Because otherwise, you're just going to keep on loaning him to different clubs every year, and that ain't the one, man. Sell him, let him develop properly with a club who wants to, put some faith in him and stick with him, even if he goes through a rough patch, and then sneak up on him a couple of years later and boom, get a decent buy-in.
That whole conversation is disgusting because I don't want to see Howard Bellis leave.
No, nor do I, but sometimes, Bray, you got to do what's best for the player, innit?
But it is. Before we move on to the incomings, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Tier 3 watch-alongs. We'll put our new fixtures for the Tier 3 watch-alongs. Obviously, all the Tier 3 members we do extra watch-alongs of different teams and that. We've been doing it throughout this season, like trialing it and stuff, and it's decent. We watched quite a good couple of games, and we've got the England games coming up and the Bayern PSG Champions League games, so we'll put them on the screen now. They're the dates. If you want to get involved, come on Tier 3 membership, link is in the description.
Buzzing. Patson Dhaka!
This is the guy, bro, that everyone talks about.
Right, this guy, right. So City are apparently interested in this Salzburg player. Patson Dhaka is 22. Apparently Arsenal, United, Liverpool are also interested in him. Now, I know there's been a few rumours to Patson Dhaka, but for me, guys, he's playing in Austria, yeah? This ain't the one. This is not the big summer signing that we're going to make.
But, as we'll get onto a bit later, I think if we were to sign Patson Dhaka, he wouldn't be the big signing. He would be the second striker choice.
Semi-big signing.
The semi-big signing, isn't it? So you're still going to go balls deep for Haaland, but you got Patson Dhaka as well, and you'd also be reuniting them two, bro. Both at Salzburg.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
madness.
We'll see. I don't watch Austrian football. I ain't going to claim to have watched Dhaka. I don't know what he is in it. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he does. I mean, does he score goals? Who knows? Who's next, Bray?
Next up is Nuno Mendez. This guy, obviously, we spoke about this in the live stream. He's young, he's 18. He's got a 70 million euro release clause, which is mega. It's mega. And I think, if I'm rightly so, you went on Transfer Market in our last live stream and he's only played like 20 games of football.
Yep. It's
a big release clause, which is obviously credit to how talented he is. But apparently we ain't going to pay it. That is literally the news that Fabrizio has come out and said, we ain't going to pay that. And that does not surprise me. No. We're not going to pay 70 million euro.
Yeah, for a guy who's played 20 matches. Yeah, I ain't going to comment on that. Next up, Jack Grealish. Now, there has been some really, really interesting developments on this one. We've kind of joked about in this video, but this is where it gets serious now. Sources apparently are insistent that Manchester City are now ahead of Manchester United in the queue for Aston Villa captain Jack Grealish. Now, is this from Martin
It's from the Sun, so I guess it might have
Yeah.
it's an exclusive. So
Apparently, this is legit. This is what like we're hearing. This is apparently like City are actually legitimately inquiring about Jack Grealish, and not just inquiring, making the steps and making the move. Now we've all heard Jack Grealish over the last 18 months talk so much about Man City and mainly Kevin De Bruyne, to be fair. But could this make sense? My only thing is where does he play? Because I know he plays on the left wing a lot, right? But I personally prefer him in the middle. I want him getting on the ball, getting involved. But that means you've got Gundogan, Kevin, Bernardo, Foden, all competing for that centre mid or centre attacking mid spot, man. It comes a little bit, or are we just signing him and saying right now you are a left winger? But then we don't have too many wingers.
don't have too many wingers.
Don't know, but this is apparently something that you need to
keep your eye out.
Keep your eye out on, yeah.
It's strange though. It is a strange situation. I don't understand where he'll fit in. It kind of screams that other players will be leaving that we might not be prepared for.
Oh yeah, defo.
So if we sign him, then I don't know, because at this moment in time, it's hard to fit him in with the system, innit? You'd have to probably move. We've spoken before. You have to probably move Gundogan back into the centre defensive mid role again, rotating with Rodri, and that'd mean that Fernandinho doesn't sign a new contract. But then you've still got competition from Bernardo and Foden for that midfield spot. And then on the left wing, you've got Raheem Sterling there. You've got Ferran Torres who can play there, and then you're adding Jack Grealish into the mix. It's a very strange one, but It's one that I'm not gonna lie. I would love Jack Grealish at this club. I would absolutely love it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Next up then, Lionel Messi. It's not a transfer roundup if you don't speak about Lionel Messi, that's just facts. Sources consulted by ESPN have assured that Lionel Messi has not yet received an offer from Manchester City or PSG, and also Barcelona haven't even got anything on the table for him yet.
Messi is the mud, bray! Messi's not even going to have a club. he had the choice of clubs last summer, didn't he? And now he's going to be homeless.
Free transfer, innit? You know what I mean? He's just going to be, you know what I mean? When you next play FIFA in FIFA 2022, you get him on the free transfer list, the ones that don't have a club. He is homeless. But yeah, apparently there's no offers for him. So it is what it is. No offers for him. Everything will wait.
And I feel so sorry for him, bro.
I think basically it is because he's come out and said, I will make the decision at the end of the season. End of the season, he's going to decide where he goes.
It's all about him, innit, with Leo. Right, next up, Danny Ings, mate. Danny Ings. Now, apparently, you also obviously seen the rumours going around like the last sort of 48, 72 hours. Man City are apparently interested in Danny Ings in the summer, with the Southampton striker only having one more year left on his deal, and he's getting his back up against Southampton. He's still not signed a deal. Obviously, they're starting to worry and thinking, right, well, if he's not going to sign a new deal, we're going to have to cash in. Now, the thing is here, bro, and this is sort of what you were just mentioning when we come to Pats and Dhaka, is David Ornstein saying that Man City are in the market for two strikers, not just one. We're legitimately going for two strikers. Now, this means one thing for sure. It means that Aguero's gone. You know what I mean? Because he's not going to be a third choice striker. It means Gabby Jesus' future is also in doubt unless he's going to be moved on to the wing. But that for me is.
But then if you get in Jack Grealish.
Yeah, that for me, I don't see how that works with the current squad. I think we've had too many players. So could we be in a position where we're legitimately getting rid of both Gabby and Sergio Aguero in the same transfer window? If that happens, that is a massive, massive gamble by the football club. Not saying it's the wrong decision. Not saying that it might turn out to be the correct decision. However, that tells me that they've gone, you know what? It's time to roll the dice and we're going to go for it.
It's I mean, we've been told about the rebuild season. Earlier in the season, it was like there's only 6 or 7 players safe. Remember the untouchables, we called it, didn't we? Only them are safe and anyone else can be changed. So it could be the club looking at the situation and going, yeah, we don't trust this, we don't like this, let's do a full U-turn, switch it up, try again. And then if they're doing that and you go and get in Danny Ings as your second choice and maybe Erling Haaland as your first choice, Danny Ings can guarantee a goal. So if Erling Haaland does come over here and for some reason doesn't hit the ground running, you've got Danny Ings as your backup, who is a proven Premier League striker. Do you know what I mean? He can go out there and can score goals. Mm-hmm. Weird situation. But speaking of Erling Haaland, he's the next guy. He's the next one on the list. Apparently, the strongest competition for Haaland in the 100 million race is Real Madrid, apparently. That's going to be... He's the top of our shortlist, but he's probably going to be the top of their shortlist. Now, I have seen some stuff today which said that they could be going in for Harry Kane, which is good news for us, because if they're going in for Harry Kane, they're not going to go get Haaland as well. And if they go for Harry Kane, that frees up the path for Haaland for us. But it also says to me, bro, that they would have been interested in Haaland, but maybe they've got the feeling that yeah, we're not going to get him. City are going to get him, so
Yeah.
we're going to have to go for Kane.
Possibly, bro. I think there's still a lot of stuff to be released on this sort of news. What we're going to do is we're close to doing the podcasting and aren't we, Bray?
We're close. Within a week, we
Within
will
a
have a
week.
podcast back.
People keep asking us, yeah, the cameraman has delayed us, so we've sacked the cameraman off and sorted out a different way. Basically, coming very soon, we're going to do a podcast specifically talking about our attacking sort of targets for the summer and basically how we could line up as an attacking force next season. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss that. I think you're right, bro. I think we are obviously, I think, in the driving seat for all strikers because we're the best club in Europe at the moment, in my opinion. So it just depends, basically, bro. You know, it's such a tricky one. There's pros to Haaland, there's pros to Kane, there's negatives to Kane, there's negative to Haaland, and then you could go down the list and talk about about Lukaku, about João Felix, about Martinez, whoever. We could go on for hours and hours and hours talking about all these strikers that we're linked with and talking about good points and bad points, but. The thing that comes down to it is City are in the hunt for a striker. So are Real Madrid. So maybe are United. Rumours are Chelsea are as well. There's a lot of teams looking for strikers. And there's only so many class ones. So we'll just have to see. My personal opinion is whoever City want, providing that the selling club is not being stupid with their fee, City will get. I think if City want someone, we'll get them. So be very interesting, guys. Make sure you do stick around. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss that podcast special that we'll do next week, innit, bro?
Yes, next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
So looking forward to that.
Yeah, and tier 3 watch longs. You know what I mean? Make sure you sign up tier 3. You want to get involved in extra watch longs. You like the City ones.
We're doing a Portugal game as well, actually. So hopefully,
interesting that.
Yeah, hopefully we get the João Cancelo, Bernardo Silva. Who else is Ruben Diaz? Is that it? Just the 3?
Yeah.
So hopefully they play and then we can do some scouting business. But yeah, if you want to get involved, guys, come on to tier 3 extra member link in the description. Thank you very, very much for watching. Let us know your comments in the comment section below about all these players that we've mentioned. Smash a like on it, innit? And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, boy.
Bye.